Hello, my name is Britton Weems. I am a 2021 LSM attending Mount Pleasant High School. I am making this video as an introduction to me as a person rather than me as a player. I am a firm believer that how I act off the field and how I treat others is way more important than how I play on the field. So I've asked people throughout my life to speak about me as a person, and I am forever grateful for everyone in this video. I do not believe that I would be the man that I am today without these people. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy.
I really can't say enough about this kid. It's been a blessing to have him on our team for the number of years that we've had him. He's going to be an awesome find for whoever lands him at the next level, and he's going to produce on the field. Again, like that's not what this is about, because you guys can see that for yourself. This is all about Britton as a person, as a young man, and what he brings on off the field. Phenomenal athlete, phenomenal player. Super dedicated and focused, but not like over the top rigid, which is really cool. So I think he has got a great blend of focus and dedication to the sport and to the game, but it's all fueled by just his love to play. It's also really fortunate that he loves to be good at what he does. So commits a lot of time and energy and focus towards perfecting his craft, and loves every single minute of it. So the guy puts in work on the field, off the field, without getting beat up or like burdened mentally, and feeling like it's a necessity because it's just something he's truly passionate about. You can't really ask for more than that. A guy who's just motivated to be better just intrinsically, it's not something you find every day. So super light-spirited, great guy to have on the sideline. He may not be your most vocal type locker room guy, but he gets along with everyone. Everyone loves him. Can crack a joke, like a little like one-liner that just kind of breaks tension, and then get right back focused into what's going on. So super coachable, great guy, and really this is one you want to snag. So best of luck to whoever gets him. You've really got yourself a great one.
Stick skills are amazing. His work ethic is just amazing. His overall level of play is just phenomenal. He never gets tired. It's just freakish. It's amazing that you can keep this kid in the game the entire time. And on his last shift, he looks like you just subbed him in. He played in a really high-level tournament with many top-level Division I players, and Britton was voted as the sole LSM to the all-tournament team. Any college team would really be proud to have Britton as an ambassador for their school, because he's just such a great representative, just his ethics, who he is as a human being. He's always so respectful. He cares about school. He cares about sports. He just cares about everything he does with such a passion. I think more important than all of this is the type of person Britton is. He's trustworthy from the standpoint of you always know he's going to make the right decision. If you leave him alone at practice, he's going to do the drills you tell him to do. At tournaments, he's going to do the right thing. He's not going to go off on his own and cause trouble. At school, he's not going to be a troublemaker. And I know I could always count on Britton. We were a lacrosse team that had a lot of diversity on it, and Britton not only adapted to that diversity that we had on the team, he really embraced it. Britton is always uplifting, and he's uplifted teammates. He's uplifted us as coaches. He really never gets negative. I've been fortunate enough to work with Britton on some ACT and SAT prep. He never forgets. He always calls me to say, hey, coach, I've done the work. And overall, I'm not surprised he is the way he is, because you look at his family. He comes from a great family, so it's no surprise that he's such a great kid. You can't go wrong with Britton in your program.
I had the privilege of coaching him for a couple of summers and a couple of falls. Known him now for 4 to 5 years. Whether it's through 24/7 or his secondary time, or now Cox Mill. Lots of great things to say about Britton. My personal favorite is just his demeanor, the way he carries himself on the field. He's just always looks like he's enjoying the game, always smiling, always walking with a certain type of, strut, just optimistic and positive vibes whenever he's on the field, on the sidelines. You truly tell the kid loves playing lacrosse. very coachable, always was willing to do whatever was necessary to put our team in the best position to win. And whether it was a long stick mini, close D, picking up a shorty, he's just a great kid, great team player, and anyone that would give him an opportunity would not regret it. So it's been an absolute pleasure knowing him and his family.
I have known Britton Weems now for roughly 14 years. He is not only a family friend, but I also had the opportunity to coach Britton at the game of lacrosse when he was just learning the game. I think I've coached him for about 4 years, and it's pretty simple. As a coach, you look for kids that are first and foremost coachable, kids that are athletic, kids that just enjoy the game, which he absolutely 100% does, and has a fabulous work ethic, is constantly always asking what he can do better, always looking for that feedback, constructive criticism, and also a team player. He's one of those that the kids always looked up to and respected and admired, and not many kids like him that truly have that work ethic and just that teamwork where kids, no matter what ethnical race or background or economic status, whatever, he would include them onto his team, welcome and embrace them with open arms, and they all respected and looked up to him for that manner. Great kid, actually a young man now, and wish him all the best.
He's a great kid. He will outwork anybody to get better on and off the field. In the classroom, all the teachers that I know have loved him. He works hard in their classroom. He creates a positive environment for other kids. He does that for me on the soccer field. He's always positive. He's never negative. He's always asking what he can do to get better. I love the kid. He's one of the best athletes that I've ever coached in 15 years of high school sports. He's one that comes out and works on his own. I've seen him out there numerous times as I've been getting fields ready and everything else, trying to do the other things at school, and he's out there running, practicing.
I've known Britton for 4 years now. I met him going into 24/7 in 8th grade, and he was the first person that befriended me, really brought me into the team and that whole new atmosphere. Britton is probably one of the most kind-hearted people I've ever met in my life, and he's something special. Great long pull, great defender, and probably an even better person. Yeah, I mean, he's a great kid.
Whether it's academic or an athletic team, Britton is a kid that you want on your team. He is a hard worker. He has a drive unlike many other children that I have ever taught. He wants to do. He wants to please. He wants to be better than he was yesterday. Good sport on and off the field. He has citizenship that is beyond what you would request from other children. He would be an asset to your team. You know, both on and off the field, he is a child that you would never regret putting your money on. So, love his heart. Great kid.
I'll start off by talking about Britton, the student. I can talk all day about it, just how well he does in class and his academic abilities, but I want to talk about his ability to be an authentic student. He's one of those students that doesn't say or do things in class just to be cool or follow others. He's not afraid to share an opinion that's different from others and back it up with facts and an ability to articulate why he's feeling the way he is. As a teacher, that is the most amazing thing. You don't want your students to be robots and follow along with others blindly. So that is probably the biggest quality that I enjoy having Britton as a student. As far as on the track, Britton is just the ultimate teammate. He will stay after practice an hour to help another teammate who may be struggling or work on an event that he's maybe weakest at, or on track meet day, if we're down a person, he'll step up and give it his all in an event that he's never practiced at before. So he's just the ultimate teammate.
So growing up, getting to know Britton, he's always been one of the hardest workers on and off the field. Like, especially in the classroom, he's always been one of the smartest people I know. So going onto the field, he's always doing what he needs to be doing. He'll be doing footwork when nobody else asks him to. He'll be shooting almost every day. and he'll just be doing all this conditioning and everything to get himself better as a player. No, not because anybody asked him to. And getting to know him also on the field, he's the most respectful person on the field. He is always talking nice to the ref. He's always keeping his mouth shut, not talking back or anything. And he'll be friends with everybody on the field. And it really shows a lot about him and his character. And just everything he does, he's really just the most respectful and hardworking person I've ever seen.
About 8 years ago, I was able to meet Britton through playing travel lacrosse with him, and ever since then, he's been a great friend to me and an even better teammate. He's amazing to share the field with. He's always trying to do what's best for the team and not what's best for himself. He's always passing the ball to other teammates and not trying to ball hog it. He's always making friends with everybody on the team, whether they ride the bench or they're the star player. And just as a player, he has a work ethic I've never seen before in any sport. He's always trying to get better. He's trying to be the best version of himself. And no matter whether you're down 10 goals or up 10 goals, he's always giving his best. And he's always making sure that you're seeing the best version of himself. You're not seeing a watered down version. He's always giving 100% on the field all the time. And just as a friend, I tell you this, I was diagnosed in 8th grade and diagnosed with cancer in 8th grade, and every day he was asking me if he could help or if he could come over and if I needed anything that I would have it. He's always asking if I was okay and checking up on me and being a good friend. And I'll tell you another story. I'll close out with this. My last lacrosse game this season, I'm a senior, I'm now going to college. My lacrosse season was unfortunately shortened by COVID, and in my last lacrosse game, Brent, he was making sure that I was always getting the ball because he knew it was my last game and he knew that I wanted that goal to close it out. And Britton, he didn't stop trying to get the ball to me. And if you don't have a Britton Weems on your team, you're really missing out. He's an amazing person.
My son and Britton have been the closest of friends since they were 3 years old. When I think of Britton, one of the strongest qualities I see for him is his work ethic. This translates to the fields, the classroom, the community. He's the kid that's going to go above and beyond. If a coach asks him to do something, you know that he's going to do it. In the classroom, he excels. He works very hard to maintain excellent grades. In the community, is involved in volunteers. He and his family, particularly his mom and his siblings, like on Memorial Day, will go and put flags at the gravestones of those who have served in our military. At Christmas time, they put on a food drive, toy drive, breakfast that truly the planning that is involved almost in all your process, and Britton is an integral part. So he is a very hard worker. The other quality I see as being real strength for him is his leadership. I've seen him grow up, so I've seen him on many teams, and it seems that all the players are always looking up to him as a leader. He is strong in his character. He looks out for his other teammates. He's a phenomenal athlete, but beyond that, he is also an amazing young man.
Britton is an outstanding human being first. He's a thoughtful, respectful, and charismatic young man. One of the things I love most about Britton is his positive attitude. He tackles difficult situations, games. It could be things that happen to pop up on the field, maybe over competitive situations on the field. He handles them with a leadership ability that's innate. It's just wonderful to watch. His positive energy is contagious. It's a wonderful trait. He's the consummate teammate. Britton is unselfish. He is intelligent, supportive. Britton makes teams better every time he suits up.
I've been going to my football camps since he was in elementary school. I had the opportunity to coach him this year in track and field. From the very first day, he was in 100%. Goes out in his first regular season meet and wins the 400. Ran a 52, which I thought was an outstanding time for the first time you've ever run the event before. Comes back week second, runs a little bit faster, and was also the anchor leg on the 4x400 meter relay. Those of you who coach know how difficult the 400 meter run is. Britton just took it on with reckless abandon, no hesitation at all, and actually thrived at it. I've also had him as a student, and he's a wonderful young man, great character, will do anything for his team, a fighter, very mentally tough, and it's a joy to coach him and teach him. And I think you'll be very impressed with his toughness and his competitiveness. But he also has a great personality. He's real easygoing, and he's got a really good combination of intensity and commitment and being compelled, but also having a very easy personality to get along with.
And I've been playing with Britton Weems for 8 to 9 years now, and throughout those years I've just seen Britton grow as such an amazing person and player. We both started out on the B team, but from there that only inspired Britton to get better and better so he could become a starter on the A team, which only inspired me and everyone around us to become better players. He has that impact on the field where he always is just so upbeat and he's so ready to just pump everyone up and get everyone going so we can pull through a tough time or just keep going with a win. It's really great to have on the field. It really gets everyone going. Off the field, he's just an amazing person. He always comes up to my parents, says, "Hey, how are you?" Super nice kid. Couldn't ask for a better teammate, honestly.